Hey everybody, just gonna do a really quick breath work. It's not even a meditation, just gonna do some really quick breath work today. This is something that you can do if you feel that you're getting a bit stressed out and you're not in a place where you can actually meditate. You can't sit down and close your eyes, but you want to just sort of ground yourself, bring yourself back into the present moment and calm yourself down. The reason that this is so effective is because our breath is the one aspect of our autonomic nervous system that we can actually bring back into our control. So normally those things happen without us thinking about them, but when we bring our attention to our breathing, what we're doing is we're actually sending a message to our brain saying, hey, look, I'm not stressed out right now. I'm lovely and calm. And so if the brain has started to see a threat and it started to panic and put us into a stress response, by sending the message back from the body saying, hey, look, I'm nice and calm, and keeping the breath all nice and calm, it just gets us out of that stress response really nicely and quickly. This is also a really nice one to do if you're lying in bed and you can't sleep or you're worried about something. It's just a really nice quick practice to do, because what it does is it brings awareness to the breath. When you're bringing awareness to the breath and you're having to think about breathing, you're not thinking about all the stuff that's happened that you're worried about, that there's nothing you can do about anyway, or all the stuff that might happen that you're worried about and there's nothing you can do about anyway. We are so great at trying to predict the worst case scenario in our lives because we somehow think that that's going to protect us against it happening or prepare us in some way. This really doesn't work. All it does is it helps us in the meantime just to be really stressed out. So if you find yourself lying in bed and lots of thoughts going through your head and you really can't switch off and wind down, just doing some basic breath work exercise is really, really good. And this is the practice that most people will say to me is the one that really helps them with sleep and stuff. So if you want to help yourself get a good night's sleep, then this is the one that I would suggest doing. We're going to bring a bit of yogic breathing into this, which is where you start expanding your stomach out as you breathe in. So you're allowing the lungs to really fill with air. And then as you breathe out, bringing the stomach in. So it's like, it kind of makes sense when you think about it. It feels a little bit counterintuitive, but as you, because normally it's like we quite often pull our stomachs in as we breathe in and sort of think that that's going to expand our lungs, but it really doesn't. So what we're actually wanting to do is visualize an expansion as we breathe in. So as we breathe in, we're actually pushing our stomachs out. So we're allowing as much air in as possible. And then as we breathe out, we're pulling the stomach in, because what that does is it just allows you to get rid of as much air out of your lungs as possible as well. So if you're used to doing yoga, then you're used to doing this kind of breathing, but it can feel a bit strange to start with. The really good thing about it feeling a little bit strange is it means it's going to keep your attention. You're going to have to think about it. And the really good thing about that is that's going to stop you from thinking about all the thoughts that you're normally thinking about. So we're just going to do this a few times. So breathing in, expanding out, noticing how that feels. And then as you breathe out, bringing a little bit of contraction in and putting your stomach in gently. You don't want to be forcing anything at this point. You don't want to be feeling uncomfortable or in pain. You obviously just want to bring awareness to the breath. It's just about bringing awareness. We're going to do it again. Expansion on the breath in and contraction on the way out. When I'm teaching breath work to children, I also like to bring awareness to another way that you can do this. So again, if you find yourself in a situation where you feel a bit panicky and you just want to bring yourself back online, another great practice to do is to breathe in and you draw around your hand. So as you breathe in, you draw around the thumb and you go up to the thumb, out, you come down, in, out, in, out, in, you're doing there again, instead of sort of changing the breathing, is you're still making that physical connection with the breath and the body by having to focus on drawing around the hand. And as you're focusing on drawing around the hand, guess what? You're not focusing on the thoughts that might be worrying you. So that is a great one to use as well. And it's a really good one to do with children if you just want to bring awareness to the breath. The other thing that breath work is really good for is it just really helps you get back online. It helps get you out of a stress response, and this helps you clearly and rationally think things through, because we're not in that rational place when we're stressed and we're worried about things. That's just not the way our brains work. So if you just want to do that and really quickly get back online, it's a great thing to do. One last thing you can do is actually just yawning and stretching. Yawning and stretching is one of the quickest ways just to really relax all the muscles in your body and get yourself back online. Only takes 3 minutes to go from a state of stress to a state of calm. So any of these practices are really great to do. And I hope you find them useful, and I hope you find somewhere that you can integrate these into your everyday life, so that you're not having to set time aside to do like a meditation, but you're able to put some mindful breath work into your daily life, just to help you in situations where you just might need that little bit of grounding. So hope you found that useful, and I'll be uploading some more videos with some tips on incorporating mindful practice into your life. So take care everyone, and I hope to catch up with you soon. Bye bye.